You want to learn how to edit videos using your mobile phone? In this video, I'm going to break down all you need to know to start to use Capcut, from downloading the app down to adding your music. Stick with me and you're going to edit like a boss in minutes. To get started, you need to download the Capcut app. I'm using an Android phone. You go to your Play Store. For iPhone users, you go to your App Store or click on my Play Store. I'll just type Capcut in the search button and I have it here. It's because it's already installed on my phone. That's why I have it here open. But if you don't have it on your phone, you will see install. You tap on install and it will automatically download to your phone and install. Then have it like this on your phone. For you to start editing, just tap on the Capcut button. This will take you into the Capcut interface. To get started, you tap on new project and that takes you to your gallery. So we're going to select the video we are going to use for our project. I have two videos, right? So if you want to select both of them, you just tap on the circle on top of the video. But if you just want to select one, you just tap on one and it opens up. Then you click on add. This takes you to the timeline. All right, you see we have a video now that is playing. Before we proceed to the editing proper, I want to take some time to explain the various features we have on this interface so that it will be easy for you to use when you start editing. This X icon is the exit button. If you want to leave this interface, just tap on it and it takes you out of the interface. So if you want to get back to the project you were working on, just tap on the project, and this is the project we were working on. The one we imported is this first video, so just tap on it and it takes me back to the interface. Next is the export button. When you are done with your project and you want to export it to share it to various platforms, so you just tap on export and it will export your project. Beside it is the export settings. What you have, if you tap on it, it displays the settings, right? The settings, your export settings. The resolution of this is 1080p and the frame rate is 30. Then the code rate is at recommended. Capcut actually knows the resolution of your phone and the resolution of your image. It gives you the setting what is proper for you. But if you shot your video using 4K, 2K, you can extend the button from the resolution down to 4K. But for me, I'd rather leave it this way because it's the best setting for my phone. So for us to go back, I'll just tap back and I'll go back inside the interface. Next here, we have our display window. This big screen is our display window. This is actually where you can see what you are editing, what you have on your timeline. Next, you have your full screen button. If you tap on it, it gives you a landscape version of your interface like this. It gives you a wider screen. So if you want to go back to your, just tap on the same icon and it takes you back. Next, we have our play and stop button. If you tap on it, you see our video plays, and if you tap on it again, it pauses our video. Next is the link button. Now it helps us link our layers and stickers together. We'll emphasize more on it as we go along this editing journey. This is our undo button. Let's say while editing you made a mistake and you want to erase your mistakes. You just tap on it and it will correct, it will erase what you did. And beside it is the redo button. Probably you've changed your mind on what you undid and you want to do it again, so you tap on it to redo. Here is our timer, and our timer is divided into two parts. The first part you indicate the point which your playhead is this white horizontal line on your timeline, this white horizontal line. So it indicates where your playhead is on your timeline. Then the side to your right indicate the total duration of the video on your timeline. Then this is the white horizontal line I was talking about. It's called the playhead. Now this playhead indicates, it shows the point which you are on your timeline, right? So any place you are, your timer to the left will indicate the exact point which you are on your timeline. Then all this region is your timeline. This is where the edit proper takes place. And under the timeline, you have this panel that allows you to add audio to your project. Then at the bottom of the interface is our menu bar. These are the menus that which will enable you to do your editing proper. And these menus have sub menus. So if you tap on a particular, if you tap on your timeline, if you are performing a particular action on your timeline, you tap on the menu, it has sub menus inside. This is our mute button. So if you want to mute the volume of the video you have on your timeline, you just tap on it and the volume goes off. Also, this place is your cover, like a thumbnail. If you want to select a particular frame, I want to use it as a thumbnail to your project. We'll begin our edit proper now. Now, the first thing I advise you to do when you come into this interface is to set your aspect ratio. Now, the aspect ratio has to do with the various screen sizes which you want to publish your video to. You just scroll down your menu and you click on aspect ratio. With this, you have the various screen sizes to which you want to edit for. You have, if you want to edit for TikTok platform, you have this 9:16. If you want to edit for YouTube, I'll tap on this and look at what we have here. So if you want to, now the size of the video doesn't fit in. So if you want your video to fit in, just tap on your screen and use your finger to stretch the video until it fills up the screen. That's zooming out. That's how to zoom out. When you're done, you just tap on this tick. If you are editing for, let's say, YouTube, go back to aspect ratio. Look at the YouTube is 16:9. Just tap on it. You can see that our video is zoomed out. So we want it to fit into the screen. Same thing, you pinch your screen and zoom in to have a perfect size. So I zoom in so that it will fit the screen. And you can move it around to reposition it. Move it around anyhow you want to reposition it. The next thing for us to consider is how to trim our video. So first, before you do anything, before you apply any effects or any action on your video, you need to tap on it for it to be highlighted. How do you know that your video is highlighted? If you look at your display window, there's this blue border surrounding your video. That means it's highlighted. Also, if you look at your timeline, you scroll down your timeline. How do I scroll down? It's just to hold on the down part and drag it. If you look at your timeline, you see this white border that surrounds your video with handles. The white borders have your video now has handle to the beginning and to the end. That means that your video is selected. All right, let me play my video from the beginning. You want your caption to pop on your screen like this one? This was when I was trying to make an intro to one of my videos. I want to cut one part out. I want to keep one part. I wouldn't want to use everything. So how do I edit it? So I want to start. I will have to take out the unwanted part. So I play it again. You want your caption to pop on your screen like this one? All right. So I want to start on the place I started saying, do you want your caption to pop on the screen like this one? Any place you want to trim, make sure that your playhead is exactly on that point. I'll just look down on my menu, then tap split. It divides my video into two parts. You have a part to the left, a part to the right. I want to delete the part to the left because it's the unwanted part. So I'll just tap on it to highlight, look down on my menu again, and I'll click delete. That part is gone. So if I play my video, you want your caption to pop on your screen like this one. All right. Another place. So I've gotten what I want. So I want to delete the next part. So my playhead is exactly on the place I want. The same thing, I will just tap on my video again, click split, and then it highlights the part I want to delete, and I'll tap delete. I now have, you want your caption to pop on your screen like this one. Right, so now I have the perfect video that I want. Also, there's another method. Let me undo everything. Also, there's another method of trimming your video, and that is through dragging the handle. So if you highlight your video, you see these white borders. See this white border on your video. Let me undo everything so that we don't have any. All right. So if you tap on your timeline, it highlights it. You have this white border surrounding your video. If you want to trim, just gently hold down to one handle and drag it inside. So that trims it. So you can do the same if you want to trim from the back. Just gently hold down to the white handle and drag it inside. Automatically it trims your video for you. We could also rearrange the clips in our timeline. For example, we have 3 clips here that we splitted. So probably the way you brought it in is not how you want it to be. So for you to rearrange this clip, right, is just to, let's assume you want the clip to the end, like the last part to be at the front. Just hold it down and then drag it to the position you want. So I'll now move. You can see it's moving, right? So it's been rearranged now. So if you want to return it or you want to rearrange it again, just hold it down, hold the one you want to move down and drag it to whatever position you want it to be. You can add music to the video on our timeline. So we click on audio, that opens a sub menu for us. We click on sound, and this takes us to the sound gallery. So you could pick any music of your choice. So let me just select this one. And if you are okay with it, just tap this plus button and it will be added to your timeline. I want to split it because I don't want it to play to the end since we are using it as a reference. I'll split it at this point, select it and tap split on my timeline and delete the other part. So we have this. All right. So you can also determine how this music comes in and how it goes out. That's, you want it to come in slowly, increase as it gathered pace, and then fade out slowly. All you need to do is to tap on the music layer, click on fade. That opens up the fade panel for you. So if you want it to come in slowly, you just need to increase the button for the fade in. So you can hear it comes in slowly and then it will increase as it goes on. So also you can do the same with the fade out, how you want it to go out. So I can just increase the fade out button and let's play. See, it's increasing the volume now and it goes out gently. So there are other ways to add sound music. If you don't want to use the recommended music by Capcut, you can also select your own songs from your gallery. You tap on audio, tap on sound. This opens up in the music gallery. So this time, instead of you tapping on selecting the recommended music, you tap on this folder and this will open you up to another panel. Select device, that's the music inside your device. So I'll just type out my song and add, click plus to add. So let me reduce the volume of the first one we added so that we can hear this one. So you see, so I've now added another song now to my timeline. There's also another method, that is extracting sound from a video and then using it for your project. Now let's delete these ones that you've added. So I'll tap on delete and delete this one, and the second one I'll delete it. I'll tap on audio, then I'll scroll down my menu bar and tap on extract. It opens me up to my gallery where I have my videos. So I'll just select the video which I want to extract the audio by tapping on the video and I'll click add. So automatically the audio is extracted from that video and is now on my timeline. And we have it here. Next, let's discuss how to add text to our project. So let me open up a new project. I'll tap new project and I'll bring in a video that I want to use.
So if you are content.
All right. How do I add text to this my project? So first thing I need to do is to tap on my text menu and I'll tap on add text. So this gives me a text layer. So I'll just type tutorial. You can type anything you want. Next, we can change the font of this text, or you can move around this text around by just holding on to it and panning it through the screen. Okay, so also we can change the font of this text by clicking on fonts, and this takes you to the various fonts that we have in Capcut. So you can select anyone. If I tap on anyone, see it changes, my text changes. But if you imported a special font into Capcut, I've already made a video concerning that, so I'll drop the link in the comment section how you can import a text into Capcut. So if you have a special font you imported that you want to use, All you need to do is to click on my font, and this takes you where you have your font, and you can just select any one, and there you have it. You can actually stylize your text by double tapping on the text layer. You can actually change the color of your text. You scroll down, you have so many colors. I will select yellow, and this changes my text color to yellow. I can also add stroke to my text by clicking on stroke and select my stroke color. So I will select black. You can see we have stroke now to our text. Also, you could even choose a different style. There are other templates which you can use to stylize your text. Like if you select this one, you have this text that has a background. You can select this one, you have this. So there are various templates which you can use to stylize your text. So let me leave it with this one. I think this is fine, or this. You could also add animation to your text. You tap on animation, and this opens you up to the animation panel. And if you go through the panel very well, after the menu, you can see you have in animation, which is how your text behaves coming into the screen. You have out animation, this, which is how your text behaves going out of the screen. And then loop, this will keep on behaving in a particular way over and over again. So let's add an in animation to this text. So I will select slide left, and I can control how fast and how slow I want it to be. So if I drag the button at the bottom down, it comes in quite fast. If I drag it over to my right, it comes in slow. So I would rather drag it down. I want it to come in fast. So also our out animation, I'll click on out. So I'll select slide right, and you can also determine the speed. If you want it slower, you want it faster. So I want it faster. So I'll drag the button down, and it goes out faster. So I'll authenticate it, and if we play, we have this. All right. And also add sound. So these are text while coming in and while going out. So for us to go back to the beginning of our menu, we'll just tap on that icon, and it takes us to the beginning of our menu. So as I said, you want to add sound to our text. Use the same method I explained before on how to add sound. By clicking on audio, I click on sound, and this will open us up to the sound panel. We'll search for swatch sound. So I'll select one. So I'll select this one, and then I'll click the plus sign to add it. Okay. So let me play and see, because I want the sound and the text to sync together. So if you're a content creator, no, I want it to come earlier. So I'll hold down and drag forward. Let me play again. So if you're okay, I think that's fine. So if you're a content, I also want the sound when the text is leaving the screen. So instead of getting another sound, I will just duplicate this one. I tap on it. I scroll down my menu and tap on duplicate. And I'll drag it down to where the text is leaving the screen. So I'll hold on to it and drag it down. Let's see whether it syncs. So if you're a content creator that wants to learn, I think the sound came too soon. So let me drag it back. So let's now play and see the final result. So if you're a content creator that wants to learn how to edit. All right, that's perfect. Now let's discuss the concept of overlay. So overlay is simply adding other layers on top of an existing layer. So most times you watch videos and you see people talking, and items, image pops up, or be it text, items just pops up on the screen at random. So those things that are popping up like images or like text or like stickers, they are called overlays. And those are used to add more emphasis on what the person is talking about. So how do we add overlay to our video? From our menu bar, we click on overlay and we tap on add overlay. And it takes me to my gallery. So I'll go to my photo section. And I'll select 3 of them by tapping on the circle. So I have all of them on my screen now. For the first one I want is Capcut to pop up. So I'll just drag the rest away first. So let me concentrate on Capcut, the Capcut logo. So I'll drag the rest away. So now let me play to know where I said Capcut. Okay, so I will drag my Capcut logo down there, and so let me play like Capcut. All right, so I have this. So I need to resize my Capcut logo. I'll just tap on it to highlight, then I'll pinch it to zoom in, and I'll place it somewhere here, somewhere by my screen. I'll position it anywhere. I'll just zoom it, place it anywhere. Let me play again. All right, I have that. So the next I'll do for InShot. So I need to just drag it down. Let me play to know where I set InShot. InShot. All right, so it came out perfectly. So I will have to resize it. Same thing, I'll highlight it and then pinch it down. So I'll put it somewhere here. And the last one will be the Filmora logo. So I'll drag it down. Let me see. Filmora. Okay. So same thing, I'll tap on it. I'll tap to highlight, resize it, and maybe I'll place it here. So let me play everything and see how it looks like. Capcut, InShot, Filmora, and so I want all of them to stay on the screen till the last part I mentioned, Filmora. So all I need to do is just for the Capcut that I will tap on it and I'll gently drag the handle down. Oops, too much. To be the same size with the Filmora app. Same, I will do same with the InShot. Just drag it down because if I play Capcut, InShot, Filmora, and the rest of them. Okay, that's fine. So we can also add effect to each of these overlays that we've added. How do we go about that? And by the way, don't worry, if you look at your timeline, you cannot find the layers of the overlays you brought. Rather, you are not seeing them as teardrop icon. If you need to access them, just double tap on any one and you have them back at your timeline. Okay, so as I said, we want to add effects to our overlays. So what do we do? I'll select the one I want to add effects to by tapping on it. That's the Capcut. I'll scroll down my menu and look for effects. Tap on effect. So I will select style, and this opens me up to another sub menu. So I'll scroll down to motion. So I'll tap on motion. I'll select this one. InShot. So you can now see that the effect has been added to. Let's play again. It's like Capcut. So we have added a bounce effect to our Capcut logo. So I'll do the same to other overlays by tapping on it to highlight. Go to style. Go to motion. And select camera shake. Shot, Filmora, and the rest of them. So I'll do the same with the Filmora. Go to style. Scroll down to motion. You can select any one you like. We have tons of effects over here. Camera shake, Filmora, and the rest of them. All right, so let's play it finally and see how everything looks like. It's like Capcut, InShot, Filmora, and the rest of them. Great. So that's how to add images as overlays. We can also use videos as overlays. For people that create reaction videos, you see them bring in a video to show how they are reacting to a particular video. So let's try that out. But first, I need to delete all these ones that we did so that we'll have a neat workspace. So I'll tap on it, tap delete. So to bring in a video, it's still the same process. I'll tap on overlay, tap on add overlay, then I will select a video. So I'll select this one and click add. I now have this video on my timeline as an overlay. So I can decide to pinch it and place at one side of my screen this way. You have a good tripod stance and a good light. Or so you can decide to remove the background of your video. Let me resize it to make it more bigger. You could leave it this way to show you are reacting to the video, or you can decide to remove the background by scrolling down your menu bar and you tap on remove BG. So this gives you three options. You have the auto removal. If you're on the paid plan, it does it automatically. Or the chroma key is if you shot your video on a green screen, you could use it to remove it. Or for the custom removal, if you're on the free plan, you can just tap on it and use it to remove your background. So I'll use auto removal since I'm on the paid plan. I'll tap on auto removal and it takes out my background. You also have an option to add a stroke. If you tap on stroke, you could select any template like solid color. Is your choice if you want to, but I'd rather leave it that way. So I'll undo the stroke. And so I have this. So I can decide to take it smaller, put in one part, and I play my video. The rest of them. We have this. As you don't invest in expensive equipment, you have a good tripod stance and a good light. You can also add effects and transitions between our clips. Let me delete my overlay. So when you split a video, over that you have a white box connecting the two clips. Okay, so for you to add transition, you tap on that white box and that opens up the transition panel for you. So you have tons of transitions to add to your video. Okay, so let's select one. So let me just select this black smoke, which I used at the beginning of this video. So you can increase the intensity, the speed of how you want it to happen. Or you can decrease it if you want it fast or slow. So okay, so let's see how it happens. So if you're a content creator, I want to learn how to edit videos using your mobile phone. There's some mobile apps that could help you achieve that. Apps like Capcut. Alright, so you see the transition between the first clip and the last one. Also, we can add effects to our video. So if we tap on the video, we click on effect, and here we have options. We have the video effect, which will affect the entire video, and we have body effects, which will affect the subject in the video. So let me start with video effects. If I tap on video effect, there are so many effects down here, so many effects. So I'll just encourage you to go through it and see how it is. Select the one that best suits your project and then use it. So for me, I want to select this zoom lens. So if you're a content creator, this. I want to learn how. So let's play our video from the beginning and see. So if you're a content creator, I want to learn how to edit videos using your mobile phone. There's some mobile apps that could help you achieve that. Apps like Capcut. Alright. So also I want to add body effect. No, the first one we added was the video effect. So let me add the body effects to this particular video. So the same process, I'll tap on effect and go to body effects. And there are tons of body effects you could select. If I go to the clone section and tap on this, and you have something like this. So I will advise that you take your time and go through all this effects panel see the one that suits your project. And so we could also color grade our videos to make it more cinematic. We have filters. If you scroll down your menu, you tap on filter. You have so much template that you can select from. If I select this one, you could see the effect on my video. Select this one, see the effect on my video. So you have tons of filters that you can work with. All right, but I don't want to use filter. I want to do it manually. So let me undo this. All right, so I'll just tap on adjust, and here you have all this. So for my brightness, I'll keep it on, let's say 10. Right, for my contrast, I'll also do 10. So you could select whatever value that suits you. So my saturation, I'll do a 5. For the brilliance, I also give it a 5. For the sharpening, I'll give it a 50. For my highlight, I'll give it a negative 15. My shadows, I'll give it a negative 10. For my blacks, I need to take down my black, so I'll give it a negative 3. My white, I don't have to touch that. My temperature, I'll give it a 10. When you're done with this part, I will go to video quality, tap on image quality, right, and I will drag it down to Ultra HD and OK it and allow it to apply. So here's the before and after. The before and after. And that's it, guys. So if you've made it to this point, I want to say thank you very much for watching. Kindly subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.